Good morning, and welcome to the 2023 graduation ceremony for the New School of Northern Virginia. Before we begin, I would like to ask everyone to please turn off your cell phones or at least silence them. Okay, now please join me in thanking Gabby Shui for the wonderful processional music. And thanks also to the staff members who have made this day possible, especially Alonzo Ortiz for transforming the gym, Alexis Nolasco for creating these wonderful senior portraits, Jonathan Rushbrook for giving us sound and lighting, Taryn Lonergan for making the programs, Janice Trisna for helping us with tech, Carol Coe, our board chair, for getting us the cookies, and Austin Bartenstein and Valerie Boone for helping to make every part of this day come together. And graduates, this is your day. You've reached an important milestone in your lives, and everyone is here to honor you. So just relax and enjoy. I will now turn the mic over to our charming and witty head of school, Steve Rashakis.
Okay. Can everybody hear me okay? Not bad. Thumbs up. Colin, I'm good? Okay. All right. Very good. Good morning, New School, and a very loud and proud congratulations to the class of 2023. Would you all please rise? Yeah. All right. There'll be plenty of time for more clapping. If you are a parent or guardian of a graduate, would you please rise? Teachers, would you all please rise? As past experience has taught us, today is not really a goodbye. We're used to having our graduates pop in when they're home from college or have time in their work schedules. Each of you will always have a home at the New School, and we hope you will come to see us. We want to hear all about your adventures and the directions you take your lives. I already know what you will do when you come back to visit. You will not be coming to see the art room or theater or science center or your old locker, if any of you actually use the locker. No space or inanimate object will be your priority. You are going to seek out Diana, Henry, Alan, Gabby, Jenny, Noel, Sabi, Chafin, Rachel, Cara, Billy, Clara, Taryn, Carolina, Alexis, Shannon, Eden, Janice, Jonathan, Austin, Maddie, and last but not least, Val. And maybe, if you still have time, you might pop in to see me and Joan. But we know we're not the priority, and we get it. We're not the same as your teachers. Claudia's retiring, and Josh is moving on, so they won't be here, but I'm sure they would love to get a message from you from time to time. Point is, we're a people place, open to ideas and the unique genius of the individual. The new school invites us all, students, teachers, and administrators alike, to shape its collective heart. The new school is family forever. I'm supposed to give you advice. Here it is. Continue to think for yourself. Self-reliance and independence of thought are the core of good judgment. And life, I'm here to tell you, is, yes, about making good decisions, but more so the right decisions for each of us as individuals. Malcolm X put it well. He said, one of the first things I think young people should learn is how to see for yourself and listen for yourself and think for yourself. Then you can come to an intelligent decision for yourself. And now, graduates, I would like to tell each of you what your teachers and I see as your strengths, in the hope that these words will become part of the vision you hold of yourself. So if you would please rise as I call your name. Carl Messer. Carl. Carl, I find you down to earth and easy to talk to. You're personable and direct, you're well-spoken, and you're level-headed. Our pedagogy and culture as a school is based on dialogue, and I think your verbal nature has made the new school a great fit for you. The highlight of the year has to be the volleyball team's win against the French school, with you as the coach. It's one of our greatest sports moments as a school, and you, my friend, were a big part of it. Carl, I think you're just getting started. You've got a big brain, and you simply have to set your goal, believe in yourself, and you can achieve just about anything. You've also got a big heart, and I know friends are very important to you. You're a good-natured individual, Carl, and I think people are naturally drawn to you. I love that you've chosen to give back next year, working for City Year in Los Angeles, before you begin your undergraduate studies at either Penn State or James Madison. I see enormous growth and meaningful happiness before you. Good luck, my friend. Be sure to come back and discuss. Will Ditmore. Will, I met you in the spring of your 8th grade year as you were exploring high schools. You certainly had your choice. Who wouldn't be thrilled to have you among its students? And I was so delighted when you elected to attend the new school. You were and are an individual after my own heart, a lover of history and languages, and a student who values ideas and meaningful conversations with peers and teachers. It's difficult to overstate the diversity of your talents and interests. You've excelled in virtually every discipline, from math and science to the humanities, but I know your particular passion is languages and linguistics. You're proficient in Spanish, French, and German, and I believe you've recently moved into Russian and Arabic. The word inexhaustible comes to mind when I think of you. But beyond being an intellectual powerhouse and an asset in the classroom, you've been a kind of personal advisor to me, especially during the difficult decision-making moments of the pandemic. Those long emails you would write, they were like persuasive essays. Really, though, I always found your expression thoughtful, civil, and insightful, and I so valued our follow-up conversations and the soundness of your arguments. They were truly a big help to me. We know you'll do great in college. Good luck, and be sure to come back and see us. Ella Moore. Ella, it's been wonderful seeing you put yourself out there these past 2 years. You quickly joined our volleyball team upon entering the school, and you've taken advantage of so many of our extracurricular opportunities. You joined the Rome trip this year, but most impressively, you signed on as a critic in our CAPIS program, attending and writing reviews of local high school theater productions. I and the school as a whole are grateful to you for representing our school as a thoughtful theater goer and critic. And I think writing is your standout academic talent, among your many other strengths as a student. As Karen wrote in your first quarter evaluation, Ella, you truly have a talent for creative writing, and your poetry was exceptional. I really can't say enough good things about your work. Ella, I admire your openness to introspection, and I think you understand that it's rewarding to dig into ourselves and explore our own thoughts and feelings in writing. You're a highly capable student. Keep putting yourself out there. We wish you all the best, and don't forget to come back and visit us. Ted Blanchard. Ted, you, sir, are the most senior of our graduates. You entered the new school in 2015 when we still had a small elementary school program. You wrote songs and made videos, and I even remember some of the lyrics. My favorite of your lines is, I love you like food needs salt. And food really needs salt. Not bad for a fifth grader. Seriously though, Ted, there's been a clear connection between your success and your passions. And my big wish, as you move on to college, is to keep your finger on your pulse and pay close attention when something sparks your heart rate. During your freshman year, for example, you became very interested in Spanish. And subsequently, you went all in and are now proficient in the language. By the way, Clara has adored having you in class this past 4 years. With that internal excitement, Ted, you will go far indeed down whatever academic or professional path makes your heart skip. But also, Ted, I'd like to say that I've appreciated our conversations. Here and there, I've sought your thoughts on a question, and you've always been straightforward with me. And I know, too, that you're a good friend to those close to you. Ted, you're off to Radford University. Let us know how you're doing from time to time. Be sure to come back and see us. Good luck. Sam Dang. Sam, I am so happy that you found the new school. I think you will agree that your teachers have academically prepared you for college. Just as importantly, I think our school gave you the opportunity to collaborate in meaningful and purposeful ways with others, to be part of a team, and to voice your thoughts. Here's what one teacher wrote about you in an evaluation. Sam was a thoughtful contributor and a true leader in class. I was so impressed with her persistence and tenacity, especially with regard to harder concepts and lessons. Her questions were always on track and added value to classroom learning. Sam, you're thoughtful and mature, and it's no wonder that you're seen as a measured, reasonable, and intelligent presence in your classes. We seek to be a welcoming school, where any student who wants to learn and get involved will be met by dedicated teachers and an open community. You are self-aware and self-reliant, and we know you're ready for these next 4 years of challenges and continued growth. Whatever college you choose, Sam, we know you're ready. Good luck, and don't forget to come back and see us. Shay La'Amadou. Shay, you have a unique and refreshing approach to life, which is rooted, I think, in your calm and confident self-awareness. We frame education, especially high school education, as a series of increasing challenges and subjects. Algebra to calculus, introductory English to honors English, basic programming to advanced programming, etc., etc. Shay, there's an amazing ease by which you grasp difficult concepts, that quite literally there is no subject that is beyond your grasp. But I think we often make the mistake to presume that because one can do it all, they must do it all. I described you as self-aware. What I mean by that is you know what you like and dislike, and you conserve your energy and talents for what matters to you. Here's how Confucius put it. He said, "Keep it simple and focus on what matters. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed." Yes, the world demands that we do things we don't want to, but fundamentally we put ourselves on the paths of our choice. You're so good at so many things, Shay, yet you naturally cancel out the white noise of the many options before you and focus on the path of your choice. I saw that self-awareness guide you as you weighed your college options, and you ultimately chose Oberlin for all the right reasons. Calm and confident as ever. You're on your way, Shay. Come back and see us. Robert Kane. Robert. I'm so happy that you found the new school. And I think you will agree that our thoughtful school has been a positive and important place for you during these formative years. You've certainly been a positive presence here. When I first met your parents, they said to me, "We want our son to be a good person." It wasn't a conversation about grades. It was about character and happiness. Robert, as I think about you, the word that comes to mind is unassuming. You take people as they are, you don't judge, and you have grown to embody our inclusive spirit as a school. You're universally well-liked for that very reason, and yes, you're fundamentally a good individual. Mission accomplished. Good luck at Marymount University, and be sure to come see us. Cameron Spivey. Cameron. As much as the new school has given you, you've given it back in kind. Simply put, you've been a value-adding presence both in and out of the classroom these past 3 years. I often describe our teachers as generalists, interdisciplinary educators who think and teach broadly. And you, Cameron, are a student after our own heart as a faculty. Here, for example, is what you wrote in your senior letter. "I've always loved to read and write, and I'm planning to write a book about a world I've created. Even though I don't plan to pursue math in college, I consider math one of my strengths. I love history and English because of their nuances, and I especially love learning Spanish. I just love to create things. I like drawing, painting, almost any form of art or creative expression. I like to have discussions about things I don't know about. Learning from other people can be so much more enjoyable than just reading a book, though I do enjoy that as well." Cameron, you're simply bursting with interests and passions. Those with passions are the lucky ones because they make each day count. Mary Washington is a great choice, and it makes perfect sense that you plan to study education, Spanish education, no less. You just let us know when you're ready to come back and teach at the new school. Good luck. We'll see you soon. Alexis Robinson. Alexis, I think you hold the record for the earliest college acceptance in new school history. The school year had barely begun, and there was Joan announcing you had been accepted to the Savannah College of Art and Design. I remember thinking, wait, what? But it's no surprise that SCAD snatched you up. You have an impressive record as a student. There's no question about your academic readiness for college. But more importantly, you've been working at a high level of graphic design since the second half of high school. You know what you want, and you're on your way to growing in your chosen field, at your chosen college, and achieving your career goals. A good word to describe you is centered. But if I'm making you sound like all work and no play, then I'm completely missing the mark, because you, Alexis, have a great sense of humor and have been an involved and playful presence at the new school these past 4 years. Involved in that you have participated in our student government, sports team, and theater throughout high school, and playful in that you make us all laugh with your enthusiastic shout-outs in morning meetings, which I guess it runs in the family. So, simply put, Alexis, you bring depth and levity simultaneously. And I think that important life-work balance will serve you well as you take on more responsibilities. Good luck at SCAD. Be sure to come back and join us. Right. Getting fun. Mitchell Yam. Mitchell, it's hard to believe you joined the new school only last year. You dove into our academic and student life on day one. You have been a constant voice of deep insight in the classroom, and you have been an involved and positive presence in our school community. Jenny said it best in your first quarter evaluation. She wrote, "Mitchell has been nothing less than a boon to our classroom." Mitchell, it truly does feel like we hit the jackpot having you here with us. I often avoid using the word talented to describe a person because the word doesn't do justice to the hard work and inspiration we all need to succeed. But it's difficult not to describe you as talented. Your academic and athletic talents are clear, but who knew that you had such a sense of design? I'm thinking of the shirts you designed for the DC Breeze Ultimate Frisbee team. Great stuff. I would also like to thank you, Mitchell, for sharing your thoughts with me on several occasions this year. I truly do value your opinion and appreciate your fairness and clarity of thought. Perhaps then another good word to describe you is wise. Mitchell, what a thoughtful program you've devised for this coming year. Working with the 1882 Foundation and studying at the Taiwan National University before starting your undergraduate studies at Pitzer College the following fall. Very wise. Good luck. Be sure to come back and see us. Lucas Lynch. Lucas, you're a wonderfully outspoken and clear-minded individual. In exhibitions, classes, meetings, you make perceptive comments and ask to-the-point questions. Carolina put it best. She wrote, "Lucas sees the world with intuitive acuity." But beyond your keen intellect, you have an impressive knowledge base. I always listen when you speak because you clearly know what you're talking about. And it's remarkable just how much you know about history, science, mathematics. The list goes on and on. I'm always happy to be in a meeting or exhibition with you, Lucas, because I'm sure to learn something new. I was delighted to see you participate in the Model UN Club this year, and I encourage you to continue to put yourself out there and participate in clubs and other opportunities at Virginia Tech. You have so much to offer and are such a valuable presence in any circle of thought and ideas. Lucas, we're proud to call you a new school graduate, and I really do hope you will come back and see us all. Good luck, my friend. Jason Wood. Jason, I remember when we first met. You were in 8th grade, and it was immediately clear to me that you were a fundamentally capable student. Happily, you enrolled in the new school, and I think you will agree that joining our school was a positive change in your life. All schools have missions and priorities, and of course, we seek to educate and help students take charge of their lives. But really, what we're trying to do is bring out the best in all of us, teachers, students, and staff alike. Simply put, I think the new school has been a place where you can be your best self. Another fundamental of our school is that we want to be a space of possibilities for students with theater, sports, unique course choices, clubs, overseas trips, etc. Jason, you've involved yourself in virtually every opportunity of the school, and you've clearly made the most of your new school experience. I know Jonathan is particularly grateful to you for acting as the stage manager for this year's play, The Glass Menagerie. Jason, your success, centeredness, and readiness to move on to college is affirming, and we're proud of you. We know you'll do great at UC. Take care. Come back and see us. Allison Kentner Leary. Allie, I first met your mom, Mary, in an online meeting a few years ago, and she described you as, quote, amazing. I'm a parent, I get it. We're genetically programmed to be biased towards our children, but I'm here to say in front of the whole school that your mom spoke the truth. She also described you as a deep thinker and unfailingly kind. Again, all true. Allie, it's been a gift having you with us, and it's clear to me that you're going to raise the standard of goodness at these schools, just as you have at our small, thoughtful school. You have an impressive perseverance, not to mention an impressive intellect. But above all, you are a genuine student, by which I mean you have a sincere curiosity and a sincere desire to learn. In my experience, sincere individuals always end up on the right side of success, achieving their goals with good friends and with a positive and balanced self-esteem. Allie, I think the VCU Honors Arts program is a great choice, and it's good to know you won't be too far from home. Be sure to come visit us often. Take care. Lindsay McWilliams. Lindsay, I was so delighted when you enrolled in the new school in 8th grade. Your sister Maddie was already a student here, and the promise of another McWilliams in our classes and community was a treat indeed. I remember chatting with Sabi during your first quarter with us, and she described you as having a great sense of humor and a keen ability to understand new concepts. And I heard similar praise from your other teachers. Lindsay, you're your own person, and you have been central to our academic and student life throughout your 5 years with us, participating and winning awards in our science fests, playing on our sports teams, acting in theater productions, and holding positions in our student government. You've explored and learned deeply and personally, and we're proud to call you a new school graduate. On a personal note, I'm very grateful to you and your parents for hosting all those student get-togethers at your home, coming down from the peak of the pandemic. We were all refinding our social footing after months of isolation, and I know those get-togethers meant so much to you and your friends. You have an inclusive and welcoming spirit, Lindsay. And what a cool program you've worked out for this fall, spending a year in Spain before starting your freshman year at Florida State. Be sure to come back and see us. Take care. Emily Acasio. Emily, you've come all the way through the program, and it's impossible to fully express the pride we feel as a faculty as you stand here today. There's, of course, your stunning accomplishments, the biggest being the second place award in this year's Regeneron competition. And now, naturally, as school principal, I think I deserve most of the credit. In fact, just this morning, I updated my job title on LinkedIn. which now reads, Steve Rashakis, head of school and chief architect of Emily Ocasio's greatness. Seriously though, people will ask me about my approach as a head of school with regard to teachers and students, and I typically say, I try to get out of the way of a great teacher, and collectively, as a school and faculty, we like to get behind a student when they are passionate about something. Emily, your family, your mom, dad, and brother are the rock-solid foundation beneath your feet, and I like to think the new school has been another supportive family as you followed your passions and accomplished so much, and all before your 18th birthday. But the central message I want to convey here is that there is a refreshing sincerity to your motivation that makes you a joy to be around. You have an inviting intellect, and you have a great sense of humor. And I want to thank you for understanding the new school so well. I was recently going over testimonials as we prepared to redo our website, and one of them stood out as particularly perceptive. It's anonymous, signed only as Student Class of 2023, but it's got Emily Ocasio written all over it. I have to read a small quote. My education not having a cap or a ceiling based on my grade level has been so influential in my life. The new school has shown me that there is always more to think about and that every person brings a perspective with something you can learn from. The school is built in a way where every inch of it has miles of potential to learn from. So Emily, if I may, I'd like to suggest that you also change your LinkedIn title. How about this? Emily Ocasio, undergraduate at Stanford University and chief spokeswoman of New School Greatness. Emily, it may take some time, but maybe, just maybe, your mom, dad, and brother will forgive you for choosing Stanford over Harvard. Good luck. So, good luck. Be sure to come back. Catherine Preston. Catherine, I don't know if you remember, but when we first met, I concluded our conversation by saying the future is bright. It was clear to me that you are a kind and talented individual, and I was confident that the new school would be a great fit for you, and that in turn, you would be a wonderful addition to our thoughtful school. I kept my cool during that first meeting, but internally I was thinking, please, God, apply. Please. Thankfully, you did apply, and here you are today on your way to Fordham University to study fashion design. A very bright future indeed. Catherine, I described you as kind and talented, but I have to highlight your innate sense of responsibility and wish to do good work day to day. If anyone deserves to have a healthy self-esteem, it's you. For your senior exhibition and honors project, you developed an original line of sustainable fashion, which was then reviewed by Kate Bennett, formerly with CNN and now with Invariant. Here's part of what she wrote about your project. In my years as a magazine editor, I spent ample time on the hunt for designs that were modern and sustainable, yet had beauty and aspirational quality. I see that burgeoning talent in Catherine's sketches. Catherine, keep designing. We know you'll do great in New York. Come and see us all. Adler Robinson. I know. Adler, you, my friend, are a giver. Simply put, you consider others ahead of yourself, and you have a natural instinct to help and share. The sad truth is that we often, in our press and popular culture, pay too much attention to people who make a lot of noise, the bombasts, who 9 times out of 10 are takers, people who put themselves first. But it's a simple mathematical equation that without givers, you run a deficit, the center can't hold, and things fall apart. So I say the world needs more Adler Robinsons. Adler, you've participated in our student government throughout high school, and this year in particular, as president of the student government, You've been a chief architect of the student life of the school. I have to assume the field day dunk tank was your idea. Adler, it makes perfect sense that you and Shannon are so close because she too is a giver with an equally fun and party-centered imagination. Like your sister, you had your eyes set on the college of your choice, the Rochester Institute of Technology, and of course, they snatched you up. RIT is in for a real treat. A stellar student who sincerely loves to learn and who is sure to add so much to its students' life, just as he has to ours. We'll miss you and your sister. Come back to see us. Jaden Cranford. Jaden, when I'm leading open houses and introducing families to our school, I'm often asked a question about our students along the lines of what kind of student chooses the new school. And my answer is always the same. We don't categorize or label individuals, and it's impossible to put our student body into some kind of box or classification. We all get to be ourselves here, and that applies to students, teachers, and staff equally. We have different interests, dress codes, passions, and personalities, and we treat each other with respect. Jaden, I think the new school clicked for you. You've certainly thrived academically and socially here, but you've also given back to the school in kind, most notably serving as a teaching assistant for Gabby's middle school math class the past 2 years. You worked daily with a student who needed support, and I can't tell you how grateful we are to you for your dedication and help, and what a significant difference you made in that student's life. You represent the best of our inclusive, respectful, and non-judgmental spirit, and we're going to miss you enormously. But we're so happy for you. You entered the new school passionate about fashion design, and you're off to the University of Delaware to follow the passion for your bachelor's degree. Now, Jade, this is usually the part where I say good luck, be sure to come back to visit us. But I'm not going to say that just yet, because I don't know if you know this, but your dad and I have a date with Destiny to fix that back deck of yours once and for all, and then to fire up the grill and have a glass of Uncle Near's together. So chances are you'll be seeing me out your back window with a spatula and apron on in the near future. Good luck. Be sure to come back to see us, Jade. Okay. Jamie Testa. Jamie, I remember the first time I saw you. Way back when you were in 7th grade. Your head was shaved, and you were wearing a bright orange hoodie. Honestly, you kind of looked like you had escaped from reform school. I can get away with that joke because really, Jamie, you've been nothing less than an example of dedication, intellectual engagement, and multi-talentedness these past 6 years. And you have a great sense of humor. I can never get a handle on your interests. They're so varied. Politics, music, languages, writing. Something tells me you will have multiple careers and that you will excel in each of them. Jamie, more than anything, you have lived our mission to use your mind well and be in charge of your life. There's a lot of thoughtfulness here at the new school. Essential questions and exhibitions, teachers who are more generalists than specialists, and a qualitative rather than quantitative approach to learning, whereby no one ever hits the ceiling of possibilities or challenges. There's always room to delve deeper, develop ideas, hone skills, and apply one's learning. Just last week, as I was showing families around during our open house, I ran into you and Lindsay in the reading room, and I asked you about your exhibition for Jenny's banned books class. You were examining the intersection of economic ups and downs with historical rises in book ban. What an interesting and unique approach to take. You got my mind going, and I was reminded of a book I read in college called Salem Possessed, which linked socioeconomic stressors to witch trials. Jamie, point is, you've raised the level of learning at the new school. You're an asset to any circle of thought and ideas, and you've affirmed for us the value of our school mission. And we're going to miss you. Virginia Tech is in for a real treat. Take care, and I'll see you around the neighborhood when you're back in college. Take care. There's only one left. Fiona Zhang. Fiona, I think we often forget how remarkable it is for a student to leave home to study abroad. It takes a special kind of person, one with a high level of maturity and a high tolerance for uncertainty, to move into the unknown and to manage one's life on one's own, as you have done. Fiona, you have been at the new school since 9th grade, and by my count, that's 760 school days where we had the good fortune to have you with us. Fiona, teachers teach because of students like you. You've thrived at the new school, and we feel so good about ourselves and about our school in general because of your growth, success, and happiness. And you've given so much back to the school with your reliable involvement in the school community and all around daily good cheer. We will never forget when in morning meeting, you asked the entire school to wish your mother a happy birthday. And I'm so happy that you were able to visit home this spring to see your family before you head to Syracuse University this fall. I would like to say to your mom, whom I'm sure is watching now, on that camera, what an amazing daughter you have. Thank you for making it possible for her to be with us these past 4 years. We love her and we will miss her. Fiona, you have lived a great deal already, and the best of life is yet to come. Good luck. Be sure to come see us. We will now confer the diplomas.
As I call up the graduates for their diplomas, note that in some cases I will also say that they have earned an honors diploma. We award an honors diploma to students who've demonstrated mastery within a particular discipline through their coursework and grades, their senior exhibition, and an honors project. Ted Blanchard. Robert William Kane. Jaden Timothy Cranford. Dong Thi Sean Wien. William Dipmore with honors in World Studies and Geography. Allison Grace Kentner Leary. Shay Dylan Lamadou with honors in arts. Lucas Lynch. Lindsay Jane McWilliams. Carl Edward Messer III. Ella Marie Moore. Emily Madison Victoria Ocasio with honors in social studies. Catherine Ray Preston with honors in arts. Adler James Robinson. Alexis Aaron Robinson with honors in arts. Cameron Burwell Spivey. James Alexander Testa. Jason Alexander Wood. Mitchell Chong Hua Yam with honors in World Studies and Geography. Xinji Zhang.
Graduates, you may now flip your tassels.
The graduates will now have the opportunity to say a few words if they would like to, and then after that, we'll offer the mic to the teachers.
Wow, a lot of pressure. Obviously, I want to thank everybody who got me here, especially my mom, who never stopped driving me to, push me to get to where I am now. Thank my dad for always inspiring me to be wonderful, kind, and always assume the best in everybody. I want to thank my peers, who always accepted me for who I am, pushing me to myself. School has taught me one of the most valuable lessons in my life, and that is to always be true to yourself. My fellow underclassmen, if there is one thing I can say that this school taught me, it's never have any doubt about what you do. I have always spent my life wondering what I would do and what I would do, and I finally realized, do what you want. Part road. Never go wrong as long as you follow what you think you should do. If you spend your whole life doubting yourself, you'll never see the success that you may be able to reach. Thank you so much, guys.
Well, I'd really like to thank my family and my peers, and specifically the teachers, for making this a really great 5 years of my life, and always supporting me along the way. So thank you.
I want to thank everyone specifically that got me here. And I know, especially the teachers, they're getting a lot of thank yous right now. But a thank you, it's just 2 words, but it means a lot. I can't really describe it. Thank you for everything.
I'd like to thank obviously my parents, my sister, also my grandparents for coming in from Missouri. Hi. I'd like to thank encouraging me to go to school, and Carolina and Taryn for letting me TA. It was a great experience. I'll never forget it. Thank you.
Hello? Cool. So, I will be the next person. Who has helped me, but also like to thank the Olfert family who very kindly hosted me in Dresden as one of the experiences the school offered me. I would like to thank the school as a whole for allowing me to be myself and to explore my interests through learning.
Yeah, so 2 years study at the new school, I guess this is like the best memories for me because this is the first American school that I attend. Also, 1.5 of years I study here, and half of beginning of last year I study online in Vietnam. Both everybody helped me a lot, especially the teachers and all friends at school. They are so friendly and helped me a lot. So thank you a lot. My parents are not pretend here, but I guess they're watching me through the camera on live stream. So thank you to them too.
I also wanted to say thank you to my family for giving me the opportunity to come here because this school has like changed my life so much. And I want to say thank you to all the teachers and all my classmates and Steve and everyone because this place has allowed me to express myself. And I feel like I've grown so much since coming here, both academically and like within myself. And I feel like so much more certain about my future now, even though like and I know that I've been given this foundation to kind of go wherever I want to. So I'm just so grateful to everybody here. Thank you so much.
Hi, I need the second thing. Sorry. Uh, so, yeah, high school is the transitional period. Can you hear me? Okay. High school is a transitional period in a lot of people's lives. You're like slowly coming into your adult responsibilities. And so to be allowed to experiment during that transitional period to figure out who I was and who I wanted to be and to try new things and fail at them. The school support environment really came in handy when it feels like you're allowed to fail because failure is a part of life and no one's going to succeed at everything no matter how much they want to. And so to learn how to fail, to learn that failing is not the end of the world, to have teachers who, instead of judging me for failing, said, okay, what can we do better, was a really helpful formative experience for me and one that I'm definitely going to carry forward in the future.
Hello. Okay. Okay. I want to give a special shout out to my parents and family, and I also want to give a shout out to the family I made kind of around this area and the school. This school definitely shaped me into the person I want to be today, and I'm so thankful, and I'm never going to forget this place. Thank you so much.
So originally, I had a speech. I had a speech written out in my notes app, but then I was like, nah, I don't want to say it, so I deleted it. But I guess I'll just wing it now. So, at school, I've gotten in trouble so many times. I've probably seen the inside of Steve's room out of more than anyone here. But every time I got in trouble, Steve put me right back on the path to keep on going. So I want to to Steve.
I want to thank my family and Kemra and Sam. I love you guys so much. My teachers, all of my teachers, Taryn. I'm gonna miss you so much. I don't want to cry, but I love you so much and thank you so much for being my advisor. And I want to thank my advisory for these past few years. It's been amazing with you, and I couldn't have done any of this without any of my teachers or you guys. So thank you. So I low-key was gonna say what Lucas said. So not saying that now. So first I want to say thank you to my parents and my brother who's not here. Yeah. Um and then the other thing about like that the school lets you to fail that I think is really cool is as Steve mentioned, I'm going to Stanford. I've toured Stanford, I've seen the plays. And as excited as I am to go there, I think the biggest thing that on campus was so sad to not see is like people just looking really cool, like people wearing really cool clothes. And that seems really superficial, but one thing my brother was talking to me about was the way that being able to dress how you like in public is one of the scariest things you can do because it shows everybody who you are before you get to like apologize or like justify or like try to like change it because like you did what you did, you wore what you wore, and people gonna judge you. And I think that like that is something that the new school, like every single one of you guys, does so beautifully that I'm gonna miss so much. Like the courage and the vulnerability to like undeniably not just be yourself, but to be yourself and be yourself loudly.
I just want to thank all my family for coming. Thank you guys. And I want to thank Taryn for being literally the best advisor ever. I don't know, like, I don't think I could have gone through high school without you. Thank you. And all the teachers, of course.
I would like to thank my parents especially for giving me the opportunity and privilege to come here and not just learn, but to grow as an individual. Because this school, it's not just a place of learning, it's a place of growth and development for yourself and to know who you are and to discover who that is. And like I would not be the same person without the teachers, the loving teachers that we have here who care about this and want to develop you as a person to go into society and actually succeed. And I'm gonna miss you, Shannon. It's been an honor being your advisee and a part of student government, and it's been an honor. So thank you.
I would like to thank my parents for sending me here and the opportunity to go here. It's been really great, the community we've built here. Noelle, thank you for letting me be part of the internship team. It's really been growing my graphic design skills. And then Taryn, I'd like to thank you for being the greatest advisor ever and our family of our advisees. It's been wonderful. Yeah, thank you.
I'd like to thank my family, not only just my parents, but also my grandma, who's here from Washington State. It means a lot to me. And I also want to thank all of my teachers, especially Clara, for nurturing my love of Spanish and helping me grow in that way, and my advisor, and just all the teachers who've really helped me. This school has really changed a lot of what it means to me to be a student and to learn, not only just like facts and content, but to learn how to think critically and learn how to just effectively learn. Thank you so much.
So mostly I want to thank my parents for, cutting that check, allowing me to go here. All those years kept on coming. My grandma's out here from somewhere in the rest of the country. And Theo, thanks for making the trip back. It's good to see you back 6 years later. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way. But yeah, and then just the school in general, the faculty, the people. I think there's something really beautiful about this school, which is, of course, why I really wanted to stay here for my middle and high school career. And it's really hard for me to articulate. It always has been. But it's just there's something so unique about this place that I've really just fallen in love with. And it is once in a lifetime. And it was just great. And everyone around here made it happen. So thank you all.
Hi, I just want to say I actually did it. Don't worry, guys. I got my diploma. It was a little touch and go there. I did it. I'm sure as many of you can attest, freshman year was a little rough for me. And I just want to thank the people for allowing me to grow and become a better person, even though it took a while and I'm not really there yet, working on it. But yeah, I just want to say thanks. And I did it, I guess. So that wasn't for nothing.
Hi, y'all. So you've heard a lot of thank yous from everyone, but I was going to say, it's like, I'm not going to do a thank you for every single person because those people who I'm really thankful for, you know who you are, right? And I think I could go down a list for like thousands of people who have gotten me here, but those who have really gotten me to this place where I am, I think the relationship between us shows. And like, as Steve said, this is a people school, it's like the relationships with these people, they stay strong. And I'd like to extend that offer to all the teachers. If you're ever hungry, let me know. I'll take you out to Hot Pot, Cream Barbecue, whatever. All the Frisbee teachers, I don't think we've actually ever played Frisbee before. So, yep. And Henry, let's go see a soccer game. We've got to see Man City lose sometime. But yet again, this is a people place, right? And like this is more of a see you later and not a goodbye. So let these relationships keep on going, and please let me know if you're ever hungry.
I can't believe I came to the United States to have the high school year. And I still can't believe I live alone and study alone in the United States for 4 years. The new school is not a school for me. The new school is kind of second home for me. Thank you to all of the teachers. Thank you to all the teachers and students. I kind of like, I really love the United States, and these 4 years kind of really the best memory for me. It's really impressive and meaningful. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
Well, I have the mic, so I suppose I'll start first. I'm going to say that next year is going to be odd, not seeing all of your lovely faces, hearing the laughter, the ridiculousness. And as some of you have said, you know, the one thing you should all be proud of is who you are. Don't be afraid to be yourselves out in the big wide world. It can be a scary place, but just know that you always have a home here. We love you, and we will miss you.
As a lot of you know, I didn't really plan in my life to become a teacher. I kind of fell into it. And I just want you to know that it's students like all of you. You're the reason why I will never stop being a teacher, because I really don't think I could ever change it. You guys have changed my life, and I'm really grateful for you, and I'm excited to see what you do in the future.
There are multiple imposters among us today, because you guys are college students now and high school graduates. You guys don't belong here anymore. I will miss you guys so much, though. And for those of you who know that joke, it's been a real one. I will miss you guys so much next year. And then to Will, du bist im Beste und ich wünsche dich viel Glück. But looking out at all of you, I am so proud of each and every one of you. You guys have rocked it, and I will miss you guys around next year.
Congratulations to each and every one of you. I'm going to miss all of you. Be safe out there. I love you, and come back and visit, okay? Thank you.
I loved hearing your testimonials and, of course, Steve's, but I think the three words that come up for me are passion, authenticity, and I think I forgot the last one, intellect. There it is. So just so much. I mean, it's very hard, I think, to be, 18-ish and to have such a clear sense of yourself. But so many of you have that, and that's just like delightful to see shining through you. So just, I don't think we need to tell you to keep doing it, but just keep doing it, and you're going to change the world. I know you've changed mine and ours. Thank you.
Congratulations. I'm going to miss all of you. You've been very entertaining. And may the force be with you.
I think I've interacted with some of you more than others over the excuse me, the 2 years that I've been here, but what really stands out is how many of you have occupied my time outside of class to talk about your interests and your passions. We've had some really long discussions with some of you all about politics, linguistics, sci-fi and fantasy, late 90s hip hop, things that I'm also extremely happy to talk about. But I just want to let you know that, sometimes in life, you find yourself, you got to find a career, you find a way to pay the rent. Sometimes you're doing things that aren't exactly your number one interest in life. But I just want to encourage you all to maintain those interests and those passions, because most of the time, people arrive at these kinds of breakthroughs while they're doing something else in the background. Several years ago, a dude got the Nobel Prize for mathematics. He'd worked out a pattern in the distance between prime numbers. That was after working 40 years as a sandwich artisan at Panera. But he continued sticking with his passions, and I really want to encourage all of you to stick with your interests, because it's been really, really fascinating getting into these long conversations with y'all and hearing about what excites you in life.
Congratulations, you guys. I don't have a lot to say except keep reading books. Lots of books, especially those books that you don't have to read. Congratulations.
I think my 3 words are competent, kind, and ready. Through all the complications of the pandemic, you guys found your passions, you followed them, and you stayed connected. It didn't seem to matter what the problem was, you guys figured it out. We're virtual learning. You guys figured out how to have a virtual Halloween party. We're socially distanced. You figured out prom. We're stressed from exams and whatnot. We bring in a petting zoo. It didn't seem to matter whatever it was. You guys stayed connected. You got everything done. So I'm not at all worried as you leave. Just make sure you guys email and stay in touch, okay? You're coming back to visit, and I need to see my advisory after this.
So I've only been at the new school for 2 years now, but it's so amazing to see how much of an impact you all have had on the school culture in your classes. Obviously, I've really only taught PE to you all, not even all of you, but your athletic skills, your creative skills. It's really such a joy to see. Good luck in your futures.
It has been my privilege to teach almost every single one of you. So congratulations on you all getting so far in mathematics. But also, as I have taught you, you have taught me. So thank you and congratulations.
All right, graduates. I get asked a lot by people in my life, what I do for a living. I tell them I teach at the New School. They say, why is it called the New School? And I don't really know why, but I always say it's because every class, right, contributes so much to the identity of the school, right? What the school is, the school that you talked about. There's some themes that will always be here, but we are what we are because of you, because of what you bring to the table. And Emily, you talked about going to college and it feels a little weird. There's something missing, right? You guys can take this very unique and special thing that you have built here and take it with you where you're going, and plant the seed of a little bit of this year's New School senior class all across the country, all across the world. Thanks so much.
So I have Maddie beat because it's my first year here at the new school, but it's also a shame because I didn't get to spend as much time with all of you. And those of you that were in my classes this year, y'all are all exceptional. Even those of you that I didn't get to meet as much, all of you seem like an exceptional bunch. They always say that every generation is supposed to surpass the previous. Y'all are really setting the bar high for the younger ones out here in the audience. But some advice I was given when I graduated high school, thinking about gratefulness and thanking everybody, is to pay forward the opportunities, the kindness and respect we have been given. So wherever you end up, whatever you end up doing, remember to pay forward what you've been given. Congratulations, guys.
So I think Eden and Billy said kind of what I wanted to say. So I've taught every single one of you except 2. And the 2 of you I haven't taught before, I've gotten to know you through just being yourself and shining in our theater productions, in organizing community events, and being passionate. And I've been thinking about all of the ways that you've been yourselves in my classes at all the moments we experienced, all of those intellectual little flashes of light we had together, and just getting to know you all as people through clubs, through being your senior exhibition advisor, through traveling with you. Ted's asleep for that when I traveled with you, Ted. No. And I'm just remembering all those beautiful moments with each of you in our classes. And just like Billy said, you are our community. And when you're not here, it won't be the same. But that's why it's called the New School, because next year it'll be a new community and many of the people will still be here, but it will never be the same because of the mark you left. I especially wanted to say thank you to Sam, who lived with me this year. I'm gonna cry now. Whew. I wanted to talk to Sam's parents and say thank you for raising such a mature and thoughtful and friendly person. Thank you for being a sister to my daughter. Thank you for loving my guinea pigs. It was beautiful to watch how much you bonded with them. And I appreciated the sunshine you brought into our lives, so thank you.
I apologize for the phone. I generally try to speak off the cuff, but as these guys can tell you, I tend to go off on many tangents, and today I want to focus on you. My colleagues told me that graduation would hit different when it was my advisees, and they were right. I'm going to miss our Thursdays together with Larry the Snackoon, weird animal sounds, Tusk references, and to be honest, not enough portfolio. Sorry, Steve. But it's not just my advisees, it's all of you, many of whom I started teaching as freshmen my first year here, had as TAs, eaten lunch with, and listened to your arbitrary debates. I have watched you all grow up over the past 4 years, and I'm so very proud of you. You've faced bigger challenges than most high school graduates. COVID came at a pivotal time in your lives. But you're all here today, and you earned this through hard work, sometimes tears, and I hope many smiles. And I hope you are all so proud of yourselves too. I will miss you all. As you can tell, as I'm crying. I can't wait to see what you do in the future. Please stay in touch and come back and visit.
Congratulations to all of you. It has been wonderful seeing you all grow into the people that you have become. We are all so proud of you. Congrats.
Congratulations to all of you. Many of you have been part of my life. I will keep you in my heart. Thank you. I learned a lot from you, and I wish you the best.
I think this group of people has had a really outsized impact on our school, and I don't say that lightly. I'm really sad to see you all go, but I also think you have modeled something that's going to leave a long impact. Billy's right that it'll be a new school every year. It's a new school, but how much you all have modeled caring about your learning, about the community, about each other. It's just really noticeable, and it trickles down to every other group of kids at our school that sees you. And so I just want to thank you for that, because it's made our lives easier, our jobs easier in a way. And I admire and respect you all so much for it. Thank you to Carolina's advisory for letting me adopt you for a semester. It's been fun. Couple shout outs. Will, thanks for nerding out about words with me. Lindsay, thanks for all the humor, the jokes. Mitchell, thanks for letting me talk about Frisbee with someone who knew what I was talking about. Jamie, thank you for the fresh produce. I will see you this summer at the farmer's market. Emily, thank you for always telling me when you're going to be late. And for everything else, which I can't put into words.
Okay, so like Taryn, I don't want to. Go ahead. Okay, so like Taryn and Shannon, this is a really bittersweet one for me because my advisory is leaving. It was very surreal last week when I met with my incoming freshmen. off the record, and of course with the exception of Haley Coe, you guys have been the most incredible advisory I've had. And that's of 3 advisories, they say third time's the charm. So I want to say something about you guys. And I didn't put it on my phone because I thought. So, you guys definitely are the reason that we all teach, but you also teach us a lot. And so I thought about ways to describe you in one word, the thing that you take to the world and that you teach people and that I certainly wish I had more of in myself. Not that the words capture it, there is really no way to describe all of these people, but for my advisees specifically, the things that I admire so much about you, Allie, your composure, Fiona, your independence, Jason, your self-awareness, Jamie, your leadership, Mitchell, your zeal, zealousness, Will, your creativity, and Lucas, your compassion. So I hope you guys, I know you'll take that with you, and you've definitely left all of those here too.
Okay, I think we are about ready to close this out. One last time, I know. For those of you who don't know, when the air duct comes on in morning meeting, everybody claps. It's the closest thing we have to a school mascot. So it's the air duct. So. Okay, before we toss our caps and everything, I just want to say a few things, a couple reminders. There are, where are my notes? There's cookies, I know. There's water outside. Graduates, there are mugs. Be sure to pick up your mug before you leave. Am I missing anything? Okay, are we ready to toss them on my count? All right, get your cameras ready. We already did it. We already said it. Okay. On the count of 3. All right. I got. Oh, sorry. So I got. Yeah, okay. Are we all ready? Okay. On my count. 1, 2, 3. Let him go.